on Amazon.
Here's a station you might like.
I'm just gonna scooch it
On
around.
Amazon Music.
Alexa, volume up too. Hey guys. So I am finally getting back onto live. As you can see, it's been like 4 months since I've been live. So it's probably not gonna be a very long live tonight, just because I am still sick. Hey Jackie, yeah, I'm still sick. Alexa, volume down one. But I figure I need to just start jumping in and starting to go live again. Otherwise, I'm never going to do it. So I've been absent for so long that I am like actually nervous again to go live. So we're just going to hop into this and do it. So, sorry. And I have horrible tables for working right now. I don't have good tables. So if you shake a lot, I apologize. It's because my tables are they were free, and they are what they are. But so tonight I'm just gonna work on getting some beats measured for some new freshies that I want to do. Just kind of restart all over again. Show some new things that I'm wanting to start at that are on my website that I'm adding to my repertoire of things that I can do. Maybe spin a cup. It's been so long since I've actually done a cup, so it's like I did one earlier today that I was working on for my dad. That was a memorial to my dad. It's over here sitting. It was curing, so I gotta sand it down a little bit and then add another layer of epoxy to it. So I may work on that one tonight as well. But yeah, so I'm here. Hey Megan, how's it going? So yeah, I'm hopping on, and well, I'm a mess. It's been one of those days. Kids been screaming at each other all day. I've been trying to get stuff done, plus trying to relax a little bit to try to get over this head cold that I have going on. It's been horrible. So it is lovely. I love the new house. Got a lot of work that needs to be done in it. And then I can actually give you guys a tour of the new craft room here in a second. The house, I'll have to wait, maybe go live during the week one time where I can kind of show you guys the house if you want to see it. But with kiddos and husband sleeping, most of it is dark and everything. So, hey Kathy, how's it going? I know I'm live again. So, but yeah, I can at least show you the craft room and everything that I've been doing. Oh, this one smells good. And I can't really smell a whole lot because I'm all congested. So I'm surprised I'm able to smell anything with these fragrance oils. But yeah, we're like 99% unpacked and settled in. Still got a lot of other stuff that we got to work on. The previous owner left a lot of crap around. So thankfully I have a really awesome trash guy, and he's going to be bringing a special big rig dump truck on Saturday to help me pick up the rest of the stuff, which has been a huge blessing. But like, there's just a lot of renovations that have to be done in the house too. Like, first thing that's going to go as soon as I get my inheritance check from my mom's life insurance is we're replacing this carpet because it has a very heavy dog smell in it. So my dogs think that every time they come into the house, they have to mark their territories. So I keep stepping in puddles of pee all over my house. And both my dogs are about ready to be spending eternity outside if they don't stop. So, oh no, I bet. Yeah, I have to groom my dog, and I'm dreading it because she's a long-haired husky, and she has probably like 6 layers of dog hair on her, and she won't sit still for more than like 5 minutes for me to groom her. So like I have to do these in like 5-minute increments, and yeah, it's bad. But I have not tried vinegar on the spots yet. I need to. The previous owner also left a shampoo carpet thingy, but I can't figure out where to put the actual solution in. So it's just sitting there while I try to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with it. But the life insurance check was mailed on Tuesday of this week, so I should have it at the latest by next week, and it should be around the total of like $50K, I think, because my mom's life insurance was $150, so split 3 ways between me and my brothers is $50K for each of us. So we'll use majority of it to get debt free and to get my husband a new car, but then I'm hoping to use the rest of it to actually get the carpet replaced in the house, just because even vinegar and shampoo carpet is not going to get out that dog smell from the previous owner. So I just gotta replace it. It's really like nasty carpet, so I just need to get it replaced. Oh yeah, I don't even bother trying to do my dog's, like if her nails have to be trimmed, that's my husband's territory. I don't do dogs' nails. It's either my husband or the vet. I won't do it. So, alright, anyway, do you guys want to see the new craft room before I get started on doing freshies? I think it is. I mean, the house was built in 97, and honestly, I don't know that it's ever been replaced. And there's just a lot of things in this house that's really probably original from 97. So it's just old and needs to be updated. So as we get money, we will do renovations, but I will not put anything on credit because, like I said, after we get my mom's life insurance, we should be able to get debt free outside of the mortgage, and I'm planning on staying that way. So I do not want to put anything on credit. I don't want to get into any more debt, because that has been a huge stress for the last 5-6 years, so I don't want to get into that. But here, let me give you guys a quick tour of the new craft room, and then I'm going to see. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to switch. Aha, I know TikTok made some changes. So here's the new craft room. So let me, sorry for being like dizzy for a second, but coming from like my door going into the craft room, this is what you see. So over here, I found the previous owner left some pallets behind, so I stripped the pallets and used these boards for shelving. So this is my current glitter wall. Obviously I don't have that much glitter. I need to add more to my collection. I'm gonna be working on that. But I have my dresser that I brought from the previous house. So like all these drawers have different things in it. Like these top two ones here have all of my freshie molds. The bottom has some miscellaneous molds and stuff in it, and then other supplies. The bottom two over here are my micas and other stuff that I have from other companies. Have some alcohol inks here. My Pop of Color Shock paints that I just recently got. Miscellaneous glitter from other companies, and then all my glow powder from Mr. Fancy Pants. Again, more Mr. Fancy Pants, and then I just have like decorations on the wall of like my theater stuff. And this is kind of empty right now because my daughter kept getting into it, so until I have this room 2-year-old proofed, I just keep things out of her reach. And then there's my fragrance oils for my freshies, my TV for when I want to watch, and then over here is my current Mr. Fancy Pants. So like I have the entire, oh, that was my entire collection of Secret Sauce, and then what I do have so far in their pigments, which I need so many more, but you know. The rest of my alcohol inks there. And then in this drawer cabinet, I have like my polymer clay sprinkles, and then miscellaneous stuff like my gloves, my syringes, my magic erasers, Hey, thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. And thank you for the likes. They really help. Over here is just like miscellaneous drawers. Like this just has stuff like envelopes and things like that. But down here is other stuff where I just keep things. And I put all my vinyl. Like here's what I have left of my HTV, which I don't really do anymore, but that's what I have left over. And then this is all the rest of my vinyl that I have, that I use for my tumblers. And around here somewhere, oh, it's underneath the work table. I'll show you that in a second. So then here's where I have my blank tumblers right now. This is going to have to change because I just ordered a ton from the Steel Magnolia. And it's supposed to be here by this weekend. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put all of those. And then this is my, sorry guys. This is my fabric from when I sew. So that's all my leftover fabric. More miscellaneous, just storage. I have to get that organized. I don't really know what I'm doing with it yet. My little sewing station. I hate this table, but it was left over by the owner. It was free, so I can't complain, and it works for right now. But I need to get something that doesn't shake so much. And then I have this as my closet. Here's the aprons that I make from when I craft. I have mine here, and then I just made 2 for my kiddos. So when they help me craft, like here's my daughter's. I just finished that tonight. She's 2, and then my 5-year-old has his. I still have to add pockets to his and mine, but. And then, sorry. Just my closet, which is kind of a mess. But miscellaneous stuff in here. Things that I don't use every day, so I just kind of put in there. And then, right now, this is where my Cricut is. But right now, my Cricut's going to end up going over here, and my tumblers are going to go over here. So I'm going to switch that around. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? So I have my spray paints on the bottom. Tumblers that are in progress up there, and then I have more stuff up here. Like here's my smaller things of epoxy. My large ones that I use to refill are in the closet. Yes, I am finally getting back. So, and then here's the remainder of my paint, different glues, my quick coat. Excuse me, sorry guys, I got a frog in my throat. Finally starting to get back to normal. And then this is the cup I was telling you guys that I was working on earlier today. I had started this cup like 4 months ago. Did it for a competition in my tumbler competition group. And then just added the deer antler to it for the handle. So it'll end up looking like this. So you can drink out of it. But this was a memorial to my dad. He was a volunteer firefighter for years and an avid hunter. So this is going to be my own personal cup that I use. But yeah, that, and then there's my handmade cover for my tumblers. So, let me get you guys flipped back around. Did it seem... Oh, yeah, I know. Christmas sucked for me. Because it was the first Christmas without my parents. Sorry, guys. I may have to go get a drink of water and then come back. Because I would have been in Pennsylvania for Christmas. And it was just really weird that we were moving the week of Christmas and then not being there and not having my parents. So, like, this week's been really rough. Last night was really bad. I actually cried myself to sleep because I was missing them so much, but it's hard. It's very, very hard. You have a whole new normal that you have to get used to, and it's definitely hard, guys. Yeah. That first one is a doozy, and this was my first without both of mine. I mean, Thanksgiving and Christmas were just really, really hard. And like this week, it's just been so many different things that I wanted to talk to my dad about and haven't been able to. So there's been several moments where I just broke down and cried because they weren't there. Anyway, I am going to move on or else I'll start crying again. But I completely understand, Cindy. It is very, very hard. You just got to get used to that new normal. And it's never quite the same. And like today when I was working on the cup, my 5-year-old saw me, asked me what I was doing, said I was working on a cup that in memorial to Papa. He started crying. Found a picture with both of them, a picture thing that I had pictures of both of them. And after I got done, he started crying, so I just kind of held him for like a solid 5 minutes while he cried and was crying out for Papa and Nana, and that broke my heart. Because he really hasn't cried for them since they passed. I mean, he said, I've missed them, I miss them, but he's never really cried out for them. So that was, that one was hard today. Alright guys, I'm going to go grab my cup of water because I have this tickle in my throat that I can't get rid of, so I'm going to get some water to help with that. So hang out for a second and I'll be right back, okay? Alrighty guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just could not get rid of this tickle, so I had to get one of my cups, and this one was made for me, so not to mention I'm constantly blowing my nose, so I apologize now. Him and my brother-in-law. Oh, that's cool. Now, what exactly is an affirmation jar? I'm not sure that I'm familiar with that. And then another thing, while I wait for you to respond. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this tickle does not want to go away. Guys, this is like going on 2 weeks of sickness here. So, Joann's had a 50% sale going on. And then I had another 20% off taken off at the top. But I was able to get these massive storage things. So like this one has all of my printed vinyl in it now. Okay, awesome, Cindy. Yeah, I would be really interested in that because I've never heard of an affirmation jar before. So, and I got these really awesome printed vinyls from Vinyl Fun for Everyone. But look at all these gorgeous printed vinyls. Okay, not a problem, Cindy. So like I got 2 of them. I wanted to get 3, but I didn't really have the money. So I just got 2. But this has, let me bring it down. But I can bring it down a little bit.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, shush it. Oh, watch. So like all my 12x12 vinyls are in here. I have the ones that I got from Two Moms Craft Shack, which as you can see is still in the plastic. This one here is heat sensitive, which I've apparently used for something, but I don't remember what. So I need to try that again. Like here's more heat sensitive ones. But I got 2. So like this one has all my printed and 12x12 vinyls. And then I got this one here, which has all of my foils. So like I have all my foil strips. I have my, that's what I did with those. I want to need those later. But I have these I got from Foils and Flakes, which I have not had a chance to use. I bought them and then never got the chance to use them. So, but I have a cup that needs to be striped or stripped. Striped? I don't know, it needs striping, whatever you want to put on it. So I may try that out tonight. I gotta put that on there before I put a decal on it. That was back in like when I was doing that was when I was doing fall designs. So it'll be a cup for next year, because it's now winter, but that's how far behind I am on some of my cups. So like I have one cup that I started for doing a Halloween theme that's just still sitting there. I have a fall theme cup sitting there. I have a baby bottle that I have no idea what I'm going to do with. My original idea was baby shark, and then I found out it was copyrighted, so I have to change up my theme. But it has blue ombre glitter. I have a pigment ink swirl one that I gotta figure out something to put on it. I saw that. Thank you, Cindy. So I'll take a look at them when I get off. I'm probably not going to be on here for about an hour, like hour max, just because I'm still sick. So when I get off, I'll take a look at those videos. And then I have another one that I just used some of the Pop of Color Shock paints that I may try to do I think that's the one I might try to spin tonight and do it as a Waymaker, just because it was super cold and I wasn't able to spray paint, so I figured, hey, why not base coat it with the paint and see how that works. So, but yeah. Alright, so I am going to bring you guys down, because I'm going to be working on some, this thing is super tight, hold on. I apologize now if you get woozy from the shaking. Trying to. I need a better ring light. Or camera stand. There we go. I am working on getting some new Freshie scents curing. So this first one that I'm going to do is going to be vanilla fresh coffee scent. So I'm doing, I'm combining two of my scents, very vanilla and fresh brew coffee, to make a coffee scent, like a vanilla coffee scent. I had someone probably like 5 months ago request that, and because I had to take a break with everything, I never got around to doing it, so I am doing it now. But doing 8 ounces of beads, and then 2 ounces of the oil, so it'll be 1 ounce of the vanilla and then 1 ounce of the coffee. So, which I think that's all I have left of the vanilla is one ounce, because I know I'm getting low on it. So, but these are from Stay Fresh. Ooh, focus camera. Stay Fresh with Peanut. Ooh, that tickle. It's wanting to come back, guys. Yeah, I think there's only 1 ounce left in here. Whew. Get every last drop out. Okay. 0.9, so that's close enough. That's all I'm going to get out of that one. I will have to order more of the vanilla. And then, this is my first time using the fresh brewed coffee, so I'm going to have to do just the coffee scent. Cindy and I will answer that for you. I gotta focus on my pouring for a second, otherwise I end up getting it all over the place. Okay. So, for me, on my Freshies, I let them first when I add the oil to it, I make sure that I check it periodically, so that I can shake it up until all the beads are completely dried. And then from there, I let them cure for an additional 7 days. So what I'll do is I'll put, I have labels, so I will put the the scent and the date that I initially added the oil to it. And then once it's completely dried, I will add that date so that I know 7 days from that date is when I can actually bake it. And then when I bake it, I actually have to, I bake it at, wow, it's been so long now, I'm drawing a blank on how my temperature. I believe it's 345, and it's for 14 minutes. I know that much, the 14 minutes. And then I will check it, and if it needs additional timing, I will do it for 1 to 2 minutes at a time. I've never had to bake it more than 18 minutes, and that was like very rare. Usually 16 minutes max is what I have for baking. I'll have to double check my temperature though, because now I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, I understand that. I have beads that have been in their jars for a few months now. Been slowly trying to get them used up and into freshies, but I mean, as long as they're in a sealed container, the scent will last for up to a year. So like, I don't worry so much about them being in beads on a shelf, because as long as it's airtight, the scent will last for forever. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. So yeah, so this one here is going to be very vanilla, fresh brewed coffee. So I'm going to grab my, where did I just see my labels? See, this is what happens, guys. I spent, I'll bring it up for a second. Alright, this thing is so tight. I need to loosen it up. There we go. I spent this afternoon getting everything off the floor. So like, my labels were on the floor, and I put them away. Now I don't know where they're at. Oh, there they are. Okay. That wasn't as hard as I thought. So I've had these for, I don't even know how many years. I've just had them. They've been collecting dust. I haven't used them that much because I just don't make my own address labels much anymore, because I don't mail out letters. I either do an email or I text. So they just sit here, but they make perfect for writing on here your scent and everything, and then slapping it on the jar. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then we'll move on to the next one. So, very vanilla. And then today's date was the 5th. 23. I'm just going to do very vanilla coffee, because I know what I mean. And then there's this lady, she's here on TikTok as well, but she has an Etsy store called the Cup Turner Supply Company. She actually has, oh, not a problem, Cindy. Thanks for going live with, or being on live with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be going live more often, so hopefully, that's my goal. But she has this adapter that you can use for your mason jars. I'm going to eventually get a couple from her that will actually allow me to spin these, and they can stay spinning constantly until all the beads are dried, and it keeps your oil evenly distributed so that I don't have to keep coming in here and doing this. So, because it's 9:30 at night, I'm not waking up in the middle of the night to shake this, so they're going to sit in one direction all night long. So obviously you can see they're not going to be evenly distributed overnight. So the best time to do this is like first thing in the morning, when you can come back throughout the day to shake it up. But I didn't do that, and it doesn't hurt it. It doesn't hurt the quality of the beads. It's just better if you can shake it more. But thanks guys for the follows. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna do 2 more beads. Where did I put my thing here? And if you're new to beads or whatever, you want to make sure that you I am putting, what I'm doing is I'm prepping aroma beads for freshies. So I have these bags of aroma beads, and I gotta get them prepped. So these ones are unscented, so I'm gonna be adding the scent to it so that in a week I'll be able to make some new freshies. So that's what I'm doing. So right now, when you do this, you want to have like a kitchen scale, and you put your mason jar or whatever you're putting it in, and you tear it out so that it says 0 at here, because you don't want the weight of your jar factoring in with your beads. And then the scent that I'm doing this time is, let's see if I can get the camera to focus, Fresh Sparkling Snow. This is from Stay Fresh with Peanut. I get all of my fragrances from them. They are high quality, the hands down best company I've ever dealt with. I get my beads from them as well, and I just absolutely love them. Their customer service is amazing. The qualities are awesome, and I get several of my molds from them as well. So, alright, I'm going to finish out this bag. There's not a whole lot of beads left in here, so I'm just going to finish it out. I'll give that bag to my husband. He likes to hang on to them because they're high quality bags. But I think the last time I ordered from them, I ordered 20 pounds of beads, and they come in 5-pound bags. So you get this huge bag. So there's a lot of empty space in it, but they want to make sure it's not too heavy. And then you measure out 8 ounces of beads, which is what I'm doing right now. And then you'll do 2 ounces of oil, so that it does a total of 10 ounces. Okay, Kathy, have a good night. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you're... Sorry, guys, for my fingers being in the camera view. Almost 8 ounces. There we go. Alright. And like I said, this one is Fresh Sparkling Snow. Hi, Sandy. Nice to meet you. I am working on prepping aroma beads for making freshies. So a lot of people call them car freshies. I just call them aroma bead freshies just because I use them for everything. From my rooms to my car to even putting it into like a gym bag or whatever. You can put them into so many things other than cars. So I like to say just aroma bead freshies, which is basically just like an air freshener. Just because they don't have to be in just your car. So I'm going to pour in 2 ounces of this oil, and it's going all over the place. And that's one thing you sometimes have to work. Just keep an eye out. Sometimes they don't like to pour very nicely. Yeah, not a problem. So if you're kind of hesitant on pouring your oil, it can go all over the place, as you just saw. So I just have to make sure I just kind of go at it and not be too hesitant about it. Otherwise, it doesn't like to play nicely sometimes. So I always just keep a paper towel handy just in case I need to wipe it off. And this is one that smells amazing. I mean, even with my congested nose right now, the smell is coming through, and it's so lovely. This one's going to make some gorgeous freshies. You can also use these fragrance oils for making candles or room fresheners, that type of thing. So, thank you. Yes, I have been in a worship music mood lately. Especially when I've been dealing with screaming kids almost 24/7 for the past 2 weeks. I've needed some Jesus in my life, so it's like, okay, Jesus, just pour your spirit into me because I'm wanting to kill some kids. Not to mention my dogs. Fresh Sparkling Snow. And then I just make sure I label my container so I know what it is. And I'm running out of label, and it's, so I always put in the date that I put the beads in there. Because once these beads are fully dried, I will let them cure for another week before I actually bake them. And then when I do the baking, I will go live, or I can make sure I do that on a live so you guys can see what that's about. Actually, I have some beads I could probably bake into Freshies, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'll do that on another live. But as you can see, like even from like this one, you see how all the oil is pooling down here. So that's why you have to go back through and make sure you shake them up so that all that oil is getting evenly distributed. Hey Melissa, how's it going? So that's what you do. And like I said, normally I do these first thing in the morning just because I like to be able to shake them up throughout the day. But going live in the mornings when my kids are awake, that doesn't usually happen very well. So that's why we're doing it now. But oh, awesome. Yeah, definitely, Melissa. I do have some in stock as well that I've been trying to offload. I have to actually go back through to make sure that what I have in stock and what's on the website is correct, because I just used 4 of them, I think, in my house because of that dog smell. So I needed some Freshie scent to outweigh the dog smell from the carpet, but you know. Yeah, and my kids, they've had a lot of changes in their life in the last 3 months, so it's just been, they're struggling to deal with it. What do you put them in to use them for? So let me show you, what did I do with them? Oh, underneath. I'm like, see, I told you, I organized my craft room and now I can't find anything. So let me grab a couple of finished Freshies so I can show you. And here's a few. That should be enough to show you guys. Oops, sorry, again. My table is very, very shaky, so anytime I bump it, it shakes you guys. So these are what the finished Freshies will look like. So you soak the beads, and then once the beads are dried and fully cured, then you can color them with mica powder. And then from there, you'll bake them in the oven. And then after that, you can either paint them with paint, like this one is all done with acrylic paint. Acrylic paint markers that I have. Or you can do them in, and this one is the scent Lilacs. So this one is one of my favorites. And I love the scent of Lilacs. It's one of my favorite scents. And then you have, like here's one I did with glitter. So here's one with glitter. They depend, Melissa. Like this one, I have to go on my website and double check, but I think this one is, and on the website it also includes the shipping. So I want to say 16 with the shipping, but I'd have to go double check. But if you go to the link in my bio, Melissa, and you go to my website, under the collection that says, hold on. I think it's underneath Aroma Beads, or it's in stock now. But if you go on there, there is a section where these ones are in stock, and it's linked to that picture, and it will tell you the price. I can't just, my brain is not, yeah. So this one here is Apple Cinnamon. Thank you, Sandy. Yes, I love these. And some of them are small. So like this one is small. So this one here is 8 feathers before shipping. Shipping is $4. Or 4 feathers. Try not to say the D-O-L-L-A-R-S so I don't get kicked off of TikTok. But, $4 is just straight up across the board for everything. Yes, so I have, most of my vanilla ones are the ones I just used in my own house, so I have to get more, I have to purchase more vanilla scent to make some more. I think I still have a couple, maybe a couple vanillas. I don't have a cookie scent. I can see they have one though. But like this one here is mango dragon fruit. They normally last anywhere between a month to 2 months. I have found, at least with mine personally, they've lasted usually about 2 months. So here's one. This one is mango dragon fruit. This centerpiece right here will actually is UV activated, so it glows in the dark. And this one smells amazing. Like, I love it. But yes, they do last a long time. And as long as you keep them in these bags, they will last even longer until you're ready to use them. So, like, if you buy it and you're not quite ready to use it, like this one here has been in here for a couple of months. And it's still extremely strong smelling. I have heard, and I have not been doing freshies this long, so I cannot attest to it yet, but I have heard as long as you keep them sealed in these bags, their scent can be just as strong a year later as when you first made it. So, thank you, user 675 and on. I appreciate that. And then this one is one of the biggest ones I have. So the base price for this one is $14, and then you have 14 feathers for the shipping, so a total of 18. This one here is leaves, and oh my word, guys, this is amazing smelling. And actually, I think I have this one discounted a little bit online because, as you can see, there's a little bit of a defect on it where it wasn't quite cool enough when I took it out of the mold, and then I set something on top of it, and it smushed it in a little bit. Does not affect the scent at all, just the look of it. So, but I think on the website, I think I docked two feathers off of this, just because of that defect. But yeah, so, and then this part here also glows in the dark. So that is one of my biggest ones I have. Also, you can custom order any freshie with any of the freshie scents that I currently have in stock. And majority of them will probably be about a 2-week wait period for it, just because I have to soak and cure the beads, because I don't have very many made up right now. Which is why I'm working on getting some new ones. So, but yeah. So those are just a few of them, but yeah, you can put them in your car, you can put them in a gym bag, you can put them in your rooms. I had a friend, she bought them for her linen closet. I do, Melissa, yes. I'm hoping to actually spin one here. I think I might go ahead and spin that now and do this other freshie tomorrow. Now that I'm in my room, I can get started with doing tumblers again. So, I think I might try to do that. I have one cup prepped. The other ones are all in progress, so I have to, like, actually get onto my Cricut and download or print off some decals and stuff for them. So, if you want, I will, well, no, I'll leave you right here for a second, because I'm going to have to prep up epoxy. But, this is the cup that I have prepped so far. So, I used, since it's been so cold and dreary out, I didn't spray paint, but I decided to try out my Pop of Color Shock Paints for prepping it, and as you can see, it did amazing on this. So, yeah, definitely, like, you want me to create a tumbler for you, or you want me to create a freshie for you, or both? I can do both. But yeah, and if you're wanting a tumbler, I will message you and we can figure out what you want or any idea of what you would like. Tumbler, yes. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'm getting a whole, and I'm also, oops, that's the one bad thing about doing Pop-A Shock, but thankfully it's going to get covered up by epoxy and colors and stuff, so. Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. My brain is out there. So let me grab gloves, which I gotta find where I did my gloves again. Oh, they're over here. Again, guys, I've organized my craft room and I have no idea where I've organized my crafts. So I was thinking, because I've never done a Waymaker on this small of a tumbler before, so I have been thinking about trying to do a Waymaker with it. So I got to figure out, and I just got a bunch. Yeah, definitely. I would love to do something with your logo. We can definitely figure that out. So, but I got the entire Mr. Fancy Pants Secret Sauce in stock now. So I gotta figure out which color I want to do with this. So this is the base. Anybody have ideas of what color scheme I should do for a Waymaker? I'm thinking more of like neutral colors, but it could be anything. So I want to leave you guys there for a minute. I'm going to go over and look at what I have to offer for pigments and stuff. So I will be right back and see what I decide to do. Because I got a bunch of new pigments in, along with all the, what I was missing in the, let's do Golden Shower for Secret Sauce. And then, what do I have? Oh, so many options, so many options. I'm going to do a gold, which is, this is not Mr. Fancy Pants, but I think it would be gorgeous. So I want to use this. It's a gold pigment. Golden Shower for the Secret Sauce. I'm trying to think of what I want to do for pigments. I'm thinking I kind of want to make it more earthy toned for different things. So I'm just looking at what I have to offer. I can do Merry Dancers. Maybe a cola for a darker one. Northern Lights, maybe? I don't know. I'm just grabbing stuff. Pigments that I have not used yet that I just want to start using. So this one here is Northern Lights. It's like a silver. So I'll use my silver alcohol ink as well. And then here is like Merry Dancers. And then this is the other one I'm not entirely sure I want to use, which is Cola. It's like a brown. But I think it would work. So I'm just thinking maybe doing it also like a white pigment for like a lighter color. Maybe Navajo. I just got that one in. So now to choose my alcohol inks. Alright, so I'm going to grab my alcohol inks now, guys. So I'm going to do Nebula and Chocolate Wolia, whatever. I don't know. So obviously I'm going to do my white. I got to get my silver, which I got to figure out where I put it. It's over there. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, I gotcha. I understood what you meant, Melissa. Alright. Nope. I do need this one too. And let's see what I have here for earth tones. I haven't had a chance to use any of these ones from T-Rex, so maybe an Ancient Amber. I'm trying to see. Ooh, I like this one maybe. Mojave Dust. That's what it says. So. And maybe Driftwood. gold. I'm going to add silver, so I think these ones will work. Okay. We're going to go with these. I know, so many choices. I definitely, of all the things I have, probably my alcoholic ink is probably my biggest collection that I have. So I have so many options on it, and then just don't know what to do with it all. Alright, I gotta clean out one of my, for 100. I think, let's see, 5, 10, 15, or usually 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5. Yeah, I'll have enough. Okay. Trying to decide how much mLs of epoxy I need to mix up. I think if I do 80, I should be good, but I gotta clean out one of my mixing things. So, let me find what I did with my, what did I just do with it? Guys, this is what happens when I get myself organized. I don't know where everything's at. Ah, there it is. Okay. I think maybe I need to stay working on chaos because I actually know where things are at. But then I feel like I can't work because it's chaos. So it's a catch-22. Because I can't work in chaos, but then I can't find anything when it's organized. So, alright. I'm gonna get this one cleaned out because last time I was doing cups, I just kind of left things the way they were at and didn't clean the dried epoxy out, which wasn't the greatest choice, but at least they come out really clean. My brain was in such a fog that it was hard for me to focus on anything craft-wise. Yep, I've also done that, where's my sunglasses and they're on the top of my head type thing. Can't say that about my glasses because I'd be completely blind without them, but when I've had contacts in and been looking for my sunglasses, I've done that before. Or my pen, where's my pen? And then I've had it in my ponytail the entire time. So, yeah. Some comments in this live are filtered. Oh no, well I hope whoever's in here is not getting filtered. But I noticed that in most lives I'm in anymore, is they have that comment in there saying people are being filtered. Alright, so we are gonna mark this so I can get these. Exactly, right, Melissa? Alright, let me grab my epoxy. And if I had been planning this out well enough ahead of time, I would have had my part B warming up, or my part A. So it's not quite as thick, but that's alright. Get all the saran wrap off now from moving. I need to order some new squeeze bottles. These ones are definitely need to be replaced. Alright, I'll have to make sure I see about doing that here soon. Okay. Usually I use syringes for measuring my epoxy, but I ran out of syringes and the ones I had before we moved were yucky, so oh yeah, not a problem, Melissa. Thanks for joining. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate you spending time with me. It's been so long since I've been live, so it's been really awesome to have people actually wanting to hang out with me for a while. Okay. But have a good night. I know as soon as I get done with this cup, I will be going to bed myself. So, trying to get rid of this head cold. Let me go grab my stir. And then, hopefully, I'm gonna try and start going live more often. My goal is to go at least 2 times a week. Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
My goal is for 2 days a week. If I'm really good, 3 days a week. So we'll see. But I'm gonna try and split between here and Facebook. So we'll see. But yeah, have a good night, Melissa, and I will see you either in your live or mine next time. So, all right. I got something on the bottom of my foot. There we go. Bring you guys down so you can see. Alright, to do this with my bad wrist, I'm going to switch hands here for a little bit. Had surgery on that wrist to get it fixed, and it ended up not fixing the problem, so. Except I can't really stir left-handed very well, so I'm going to have to just deal with it with my bad wrist. Maybe tomorrow I'll try out my epoxy mixer. I got that from Tumbler Epoxy before I moved, and I haven't even had a chance to try it out yet. Getting there. Almost done with this, and then we can pour it into cups. So when you do a Waymaker, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with Waymakers. You want to use a regular set epoxy, and this method was also created by Wendy from Gypsy Soul Tribe. Alexa, cancel timer. And it uses quite a bit of epoxy, but you need that in order to get your epoxy to move the way you want it during the design process. Let me go grab my measuring cups. And my popsicle sticks. Also, you know what? This has popsicle sticks in it, so we'll use this. One, two. So again, the first pigment that I'm using is called Forbidden Sun. This is from Viking Glitter. She is found on Etsy, and she's one of the members in my Tumblr competition group over on the Book of Faces. And she makes this amazing, or gets this amazing glitter, or pigment. And then we have Northern Lights from Mr. Fancy Pants. And with these, you don't need a whole lot. You just need a small scoop of it into your medicine cup. And then we're doing Merry Dancers from Mr. Fancy Pants. Oh, hold on one second, guys. One of my kids is crying. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. My oldest decided, or not decided, but I think he woke up with a bad dream. So I had to get him back to bed. Alright. He was in that, he was in that half awake, half asleep stage, but crying. So I had to go take care of him real quick. This is Cola from Mr. Fancy Pants. And then I'm going to do Navajo from Mr. Fancy Pants as well. This one I have not used yet. So it still has, well actually most of these I have not used yet. Whew. Well, maybe. It does not want to come off. And I don't want to. There it goes. Just trying not to get all the pigment to come out with it. Alright, there's that. That's actually a little bit too much. They packed that full of powder. Alright. There's Navajo. And then, like I said, we're doing Golden Shower for our secret sauce. And this, I'll do a couple of large scoops because I want it rather thick. I'll do 2 large scoops of that. And then we have our last one for the white alcohol ink. I'm going to stir this up since it's been a hot minute. Make sure it's all nice and mixed up. guys. Let's get these poured. And then we can start working on our cup. And then I'm gonna actually see if I can find a pigment to add in the base real quick. So let me do that real quick, guys, and I'll get you over to the turner. Let me see what I want to do. Let's do a little bit of 1989. This will just add a little bit of a shimmer to the base. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Again, most of these pigments I have not had a chance to use yet. Like the 1989 I just got in the mail this week. So, oh, and I forgot to, you know what, well, it's gonna be a little bit different. But I forgot to put epoxy aside for the white alcohol ink. Well, we're gonna do that now. It's gonna be a little bit different because it has that base to it. We'll make it work, guys. All right, I'm gonna get you guys over to the turner with the cup. And then I'll bring over my supplies. So, get you eyes onto the turner, or cup. Get you up and then face down. Alright, let me know if you guys cannot see the cup very well. From what I can see, it looks like you got a good view of it. So I'm gonna grab all my stuff and we'll get going here. Grab my silicone mat from over here so I can make sure I don't get too much stuff on my dresser top. Normally I have like parchment paper or something I use, but I ran out and I haven't had a chance to replace it yet, so we will improvise here and use this. There. Alright. I just gotta get my alcohol inks and then we're ready to go. Rock and roll. Going for the white. Alright guys, let's get this going. This will be my last thing tonight before I end my live. Sorry that the lighting is not the greatest over here. I still gotta figure out how I'm gonna be doing all the lighting. Making sure I have plenty of light over here for you, but hopefully it's not too dark for you. So, alright. Getting this base put on. It's a little bit, not as much as I would like. Probably should have mixed up a little bit more epoxy than what I did, but we'll make it work. With all the other epoxy that I'll be adding on, it'll be fine. It's just the base will be a little bit thin. That's okay. I can make it work. But normally when you do a Waymaker, you want to put, like if you're doing a 20-ounce tumbler, you want 20 ounces on the base type thing. But I have never done one on a cup this size before, so I kind of didn't do my math quite right to make sure I had enough epoxy for everything, but it's okay. We will get it all taken care of. So, and then I'm gonna let this spin for a second while I go grab my torch. Oh, that is so pretty on a black face. Right. Sorry guys, I just happened to look at my glove and the color shift on this. I don't know if you could see it very well, but look at that pretty color shift of that 1989. Woo, that is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna have to put that on a black base sometime. Alright. Get a clean glove. And then we'll start applying our alcohol inks, and then our pigments, and then our white alcohol. And then we'll do the magic, which I should make sure I have my tool out. This will work. Alright, so I'm going to do my silver first because that one tends to take over, and you really want to make sure that it gets broken up so that it doesn't just do globs on your cup. So. And I've never done a Waymaker on a handled cup before either. So I'm doing kind of a lot of firsts with this one. First size of this particular size. First time doing it with a handle. So it should be interesting because I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do a Waymaker on a handled cup before. So I'm excited to see how it turns out. And then this one here that I'm doing is Mojave Dust. The first one I put down was just silver. Let me go ahead and add in the next color, which I'm going to do Nebula from T-Rex. This one has a shimmer to it, so that's why I'm making sure I really get it mixed up so that shimmer on the bottom gets mixed in. That is a dark color. I don't think I want to do too much of that color. I do like that Mojave Dust, or however you say it. This one is Chocolate Viola. from Black Bear Glitters. That's a pretty color. And then our last color is going to be Driftwood from T-Rex. Trying to make sure I don't forget to get the handle. And now we're gonna go in with our pigments, and there is no rhyme or reason on how you have to do these. You can put them in specific orders, specific locations, or you can just drizzle. I kind of do both depending on the mood I'm in or the look I'm going for. Today I'm just kind of drizzle and see how it all lays out. We're just going to drizzle it all in there and see what it looks like. No rhyme or reason on how I'm laying it. That one is the Forbidden Sun. And then this is the Merry Dance. Well, you know what? I'm going to come back to the Merry Dancers. Let's do Cola, because it's a little bit different. And this is definitely a trust the process type tumbler. You just gotta trust it to know what it's doing. And then we're gonna go in with that silver, can't remember the full name, from Mr. Fancy Pants. And we're gonna go in with Navajo. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna do that one last. I'm gonna go in with Merry Dancers. And right now, I'm just kind of filling in spots maybe that weren't as hit by some of the other pigments, filling in some of those empty spots. Making sure I get the handle. Oopsies. Don't want that going onto my carpet. I mean, it's not great carpet, but still. Alright, so now I'm going to add in my white alcohol ink to that. It's going to be a little bit different since I forgot to separate the pigment from it, but it's going to look a little bit different than it would for a normal wave maker, but it's okay. Different is always good, not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Just gonna have a little bit of a different feel to it. in with our little handy dandy tool. I know Wendy uses zip ties. I don't have any zip ties handy, so I'm going to use a silicone tool. And you're going to go in and make your lines, trying to keep my epoxy from dripping onto the floor.
I speak the name of Jesus over you. In your hurting, in your sorrow, I will ask my God to move. I speak the name 'cause it's all that I can do. In desperation, I'll seek heaven.
Oh, and I actually forgot to put in, no, never mind, my secret sauce is next. See guys, it's been so long since I've done a Waymaker, I was forgetting my steps. I'm good. I'm good. We got this. And now you just go in and make your small marks. Getting that design that you want. And then here in a second, I will be adding in the secret sauce and adding that extra dimension. Now we're going to try tipping it. I may add a little more secret sauce here in a little bit, but I'll let this, bring this up for a minute. Just let it spin for a second. I'm loving how it's looking. Just trying to keep an eye on it, make sure it's not getting a bubble butt or anything going on. Get a spot ready for it over here. One thing I do have to figure out in this place is more counter space for working. Gets a little crowded. Okay, so I do have a little bit of a pooling down here, so I'm going to tip it back down to see if I can get some of this excess to drip off. I'm going to heat it up just a little bit to help it out. Drip, drip. There we go. And I'm going to bring it up because I don't want it dripping too much and ruining that design. Super pretty. I really like it. And then once I have it settled here, I'll give you guys a close-up look before I get ready to sign off for the night. And right now I'm just basically looking for bubbles that need to be popped. You don't want a whole lot of heat because you don't want it spinning too much. You want to be able to keep that design. But I really like this. And this will be available on my website once I get it posted. So if anyone wants it, it will be available to purchase. I'll get it posted onto my website later this week. Give you guys a close-up look, and then I'm going to get ready to sign off. So let's get you off and flip. So this is a GSD Waymaker on a 14-ounce coffee mug. And see if I can get out of the middle of the light. There's the butt. And get the focus. There you go, guys. My first full tumbler that I've created in my new craft room. So hopefully there'll be a lot more coming now that I'm getting back into the swing of creating and stuff. But I'm going to flip you guys back around. I'm going to let that spin for a minute. But I am going to go ahead and sign off because it's 10:30. And honestly, I was only planning on being live until 10, so I stayed up a little extra. But since I am still recovering from being sick, I know I need to get my sleep. So, thanks guys for those of you that hung out to the very end. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the likes, and those of you that followed. It really, really means a lot to me, especially since I've been gone for so long and I'm just now getting back into getting live again. But I definitely hope to start getting live a lot more often. And like I was telling you guys earlier, my goal is to go live at least twice a week, and if not 3 times a week. But I also do have a Facebook business page that I want to try and do more lives in as well. So I'm going to try to alter my time between here on Tiki Talk and over there on the Book of Faces. So, but yeah, So I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up my mess here so that it's not a complete disaster when I come back in here in the morning to work. And I'm going to head to bed. So thanks guys, I really appreciate you joining, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a good night.